from Argos High School. I'm Steve Stricker alongside Andy Stone.
Hello, and here we go.
And tonight on the RTC4.com and RTC4 Channel TV Network, we've got the Argos Boys Jamboree. The Argos Boys are going to be hosting Winnemac, LaVille, and Culver Community tonight. The setup for the Jamboree is going to be as follows. They're going to have 4 20-minute quarters. The first quarter is going to feature Winnemac versus Argos. In the second quarter, we're going to have LaVille versus Culver. In the third quarter, we're going to have LaVille versus Winnemac. And the fourth quarter is going to feature Culver versus Argos. Our sponsors for the RTC4.com network are RTC Fiber Communications, First Federal Savings Bank, Blue Dragon Taekwondo of Rochester, the Zone Sports Complex of Northern Indiana, In Stitches and Signs, CNS Outdoor, and CNS Automotive. I'd like to welcome in Mr. Andy Stone. Andy, we got to see a little sneak peek of the boys last Saturday. We did an alumni game. And after the men's alumni game, the Argos Dragons did a inter-squad scrimmage. What's your takeaway from the scrimmage? What did you see from the boys?
Well, it is just a scrimmage, and they are playing against each other, divided in what seems to be or tries to be 2 equal teams. But you got to see a lot of ball movement, a lot of directional play with intent. So it was kind of I spoke to Coach Vanderbilt, and he talked about trying to split the teams into a starting offense mids compared to a starting defense with some mids. So it was a pretty good scale to see how the defense was going to react to an offensive team coming at them, and it was good for the offense to negotiate a quality defense challenging them when they're going to goal. So I saw a lot of good things. We know that Argos has always been a very tough squad. We're known for it, and we've seen a lot of good play. We did lose some quality seniors last year, as most programs do every year, and it's how well you can recover from that is really determines what the success of your season is going to be. Coach Vanderbilt had a lot of players basically all the way from freshman year, and some in the youth programs before, so he knows these players very well. He knows their strengths and then some of their weaknesses. So, I look forward to be a very quality season again this year. Who knows? I mean, the other competition has ups and downs also. You just never know if it's going to be quite the success they've had in the past. We are coming off our 5th straight sectional and regional title. And that in its own rank is just amazing feat that our school has always, strived to do and improve on. Can they do that again this year? Sure. I surely think they can. Will they? We just don't know. You just got to play every game. That's why they don't just hand out trophies. That's why they make teams play. So, but I see a lot of good things. There's a lot of good players returning. Johnson, Stone, Ballinger, Kyle Fishburne in the goal, just to name a few. Really good players. A lot of good stuff coming out of the Zach Trump's been huge for defense. And we have some underclassmen coming up, and they're doing very well also. Tim is just a tremendous player. So, we like what we see, but time will tell. That's why you play every game. You can't take anything granted in soccer. It's one of those sports, if you get too relaxed, it can come and haunt you. Just for example, the U.S. women's national team losing to Sweden, and that's the first time they've not been to a championship obviously for a long time. They are coming off World Cup champs. They've won the Olympics 4 times, and now they're out, and this is the biggest loss they've had. But you have to be ready for every game, because if you go in thinking everything's going to be a win, something can sneak up on you. So I know Coach Todd, this is his 9th season. He knows what he's doing, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. He's going to be all over these boys to get ready, because they have a huge game coming up next Tuesday against Warsaw, season opener. Another huge battle, and I tell you, Warsaw's going to be hungry, because we took them out last year, and they did not like it.
First up here for the Jamboree is going to be the Winnemac Warriors. Winnemac is coming off of a 1-9 season. It's a fairly young program. third year, I believe.
Third year, if I remember right.
So they've got, and it looks like they've got a little bit of a co-ed thing going on here. They've got several girls out there playing for them. So the Argos record last season was 15-4-2, and as you mentioned, they were the sectional and regional champs. Got beat in the first game of semi-state down at Peru, I think, wasn't it?
Yes.
So they 5 in a row. As you mentioned, Todd Vanderweel, coach for the Argos Dragons, is entering his 9th season with the Dragons as the head coach. So they're going to have a good season coming up, and like we said, the first game or the first quarter is going to feature Winnemac and Argos, and then we're going to have LaVille and Culver, and then LaVille and Winnemac, and then Culver and Argos. So got a little soccer on board here. Welcome in the Winnemac Warriors, the LaVille Lancers, and the Culver Cavaliers to Eugene Snyder Field. Perfect pitch, as they say.
Yes, it is. The perfect pitch, and I tell you what, it's going to be a great night for some soccer. The wind has got a nice breeze. It's not as hot as it's been, and it's just going to be a real good night. We just watched a nice friendly scrimmage between LaVille and Argos girls program up at beautiful Newton Park, and that was a really nice turnout, and it was a good showing for both teams. A lot of quality players in those programs as well. So.
And you mentioned the boys are going to be opening up on Tuesday here versus Warsaw. The girls are opening up their season on Tuesday as well. They will travel to Kankakee Valley, and they've got a little bit of a test ahead of them there. The Cougars have a good program, and they might put a little bit of a test in front of the Lady Dragons on Tuesday as well. I know the Lady Dragons will be opening up their home slate on this Thursday,
which, according to the books, we are planning on covering. It's the first time that the program's ever done this. It's going to be the Argos Plymouth home game for the Dragons, breast cancer and ounce prevention awareness game. So it's going to be just a tremendous game. It's for a great cause, raising awareness with cancer for both local programs, Lady Dragons and Lady Pilgrims. So, and well, we got some sprinkler action going on over on the field, and if you can see that on the camera, some people are moving some equipment, and I tell you, earlier in the day when it was 90 and 1,000% humidity, that I felt okay, but so we're going to see if they can get that timer shut off real quick. And here's Coach Vanderweel. He's kind of like moving with pace, and he's stopped and turned around. He sees that somebody's trying to take care of the sprinklers.
And we welcome in the TV audience from RTC4.
Cable, yes,
and,
that's nice.
If you did not catch our intro, I'm Steve Stricker, and this is Andy Stone. We're going to be on the call tonight here from Eugene Snyder Field. When looks like they reset the clock. We got about 7:50 to go here before the start of this, if they can get the sprinklers shut off for us.
They moved the camera on. The camera 2 has been picked up, and it's going to be relocated because the sprinkler going a little bit squirrely.
Got a nice breeze coming in from the west, and blowing the sprinkler spray across the field. So we're going to have, for those on the TV side, we're going to have a 4-quarter Jamboree. We've got Winnemac and Argos are going to be taking the first quarter. It's going to be a 20-minute quarter. And then in the second quarter, LaVille is going to be taking on Culver Community. The third quarter, LaVille and Winnemac. And then the fourth quarter, rounding things out, will be Culver and Argos. We talked a little bit. The records from last season, Argos was 15-4-2. They're coming off of 5 in a row sectional and regional championships. LaVille last season, they were 11-6-1. The Culver Cavaliers were 9-8-0, and Winnemac is a young program. They were 1-9 last season, and they're, I believe, going into their third season as a soccer HSA school. So young squad, co-ed squad. So they're going to get a tough test here to start off against the Argos Dragons. As you said, the Dragons are a younger squad this year, but they've got a couple of really experienced players at the top with Vinnie Stone and their goalie,
Kyle Fishburne. Trump, Tanner. They've been tremendous. Johnson, Evan Johnson, Dylan Ballinger. They're all quality players. Tyler Betts, and so on and so forth. We do have some notable younger players coming into the program. You got freshman Owen Nifong, Chino. You have Sam Manikowski. You have a sophomore who just started to play, did not play last year with Osborne, coming in to fill, Jonah coming in to fill in for where Micah and Josiah left off with the Osborne family here in the Argos soccer. And then, of course, you can't go without mentioning Timmy. He is just a tremendous. Tim Almeyer is just a phenomenal defender, a sophomore. And like Coach Vander likes to joke, he's a sophomore trapped in a 23-year-old's body because the boy is just pure physical fitness at its finest. And he has got wheels, and he's got a motor that keeps on running.
We talked a little bit about the prior success that the Dragons have had, and you've got to note they've had 2 players in each of the last 2 seasons move on and play at the college level. We've got Josiah Osborne and Damon Binkley last year that went and played at a high level at a Grace College. They did very well over there for Grace.
Yeah, the freshman seasons were very, very good. They helped them go, I think, the furthest in the program's history from the sounds of it.
They made it to the NAIA National Tournament and did very, very well.
Yeah.
And you've got 2 players, Alex Stone and
Spencer Vanderwill,
that are going to be playing at Ancilla this year. And you have a likely college player off this team in Vinny Stone, who's going to probably move on. We don't have anything. Have you heard anything from Vinny as far as?
Actually, they started practice. Vinny, he was. I know they were going to have a meeting with Indianapolis University, and I have not got the details from my brother to find out what the result was, but they were coming in with an offer. They were definitely wanting him. And so it's going to be a big chance for him to play. We already have juniors, a senior now, Kennedy Binkley for the girls' side, just committed to St. Francis.
Right.
She's going to go play. I mean, it's just a lot of players from the Dragons program moves on to the higher levels in soccer, and it's kind of what we're known for. And when you do get those things that go with education and with athletics mixed so well, everybody benefits. So,
well, it's something that you being around it your whole life kind of take for granted. But for a school, for me being here 5 years, for a school this size to have the success and to move the players on to the next level, it's just incredible.
Yes. There's been lots of offers, and there's sometimes where they choose that even to go on and play college soccer or even basketball at times may not be the best fit because they want to go to a different university for a different subject. So they sometimes bypass the sport they love, and it's a tough choice. I know that Megan Dittmeyer actually had to do that, and Valerie Ross-Popo had a chance to go play at a university for this year, and she's decided to go to Purdue instead. Right. And her future, she realized it's going to be better in what she's going to major in compared to playing soccer. And that's a hard, tough choice, but I think she's doing what's best for her, and you can never knock a kid for that.
Well, and on the girls' side, we mentioned Kennedy Binkley, and then you also have Courtney Dunlap, who is a high-quality player for the girls.
Yeah, she's been scouted for basketball and for soccer, and that's a good testament to her athletic ability. I know that Bailey Nifong has been approached from some smaller universities, but she has her mindset as to what she's going to be doing in the future, and from what I can tell, it does not involve the sport, but she said, her goals are to get into the coaching and managing aspects to help with the kids, and that's one thing that we culminate here is we always try to get them back in the program to help, so to mentor the younger players, and this group of guys have done that very, very long time, and the girls do it also, and you can see the result because here it is, it's Saturday evening, nice night, and the stands are starting to get packed. There's 4 communities coming together to play in a great sport. So, but looks like we got about a minute 30 to go. And Steve's going to go through. We've got a list of sponsors we want to make sure we hit again, because without their support, this would none be possible.
Yeah, we want to thank RTC4, of course, for putting us on, RTC Fiber Communications, First Federal Savings Bank, the Blue Dragon Taekwondo, the Zone Sports Complex in Northern Indiana up in Plymouth. They've been huge sponsors of us at the Argus Voice here for 2 seasons, and we thank them very much. In Stitches and Signs, if you come into the field, we've got
looks like Jerry Chisholm, Ashley Belden, and Joshua Overmeyer are going to be the officials for tonight. So here we go with the Winnemac and the Dragons, and looks like they're just going to take the field. So we have, for the Dragons, number 7, Vinny Stone. Number 5, Lucas Vanderwill. Number 4. Nope.
Number 9.
Number 9, Zach Trump.
Number 8.
Number 8, Travis Tanner.
Number 10.
Number 10, Owen Nifong.
And they're going to have to move. They're in a circle.
For the Dragons. Well, I know we have Kyle Fishburne in the goal. I'd say he's number 79, because only a goalkeeper would pick such an odd number.
All right. Well, for Winnemac, if you got them,
yeah, we're
Winnemac.
We have
number 7,
Roman Zupin.
number 6,
Haley Saunders.
Now their numbers on their back are a lot bigger. If they
Number 8, Cole Pugh. Number 4, Carmen Kopka.
I remember her from
basketball.
Yeah.
You betcha. Kopka.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, you know what? We're just going to kind of blend them in as we go. I know for the boys and Dragons, we have number 12, Timmy Allmeyer, and we have Evan Johnson over there. And
All right, here we go with the kick, and Winnemac has the possession to start.
And the Dragons, Osborne's moving forward with some pace, and the ball goes wide. Settled, missed. Here goes Trump, kicks it out, and it's going to be a throw-in for Winnemac. Throwing in, nice long throw-in, and it's headed out of bounds. All right, well, since there's a lot of fans that are probably newer to soccer compared to other sports that's been televised for the Dragons, we always try to help people out so they can understand some of the little odd rules, like offsides and so on. I will not try to explain the offsides because it's about impossible for parents to understand after 10 years of watching their kids, but I will let you know there are no offsides on a throw-in. That's what people still struggle with.
I've been watching for a while myself, and I don't understand the rule myself.
Tanner goes down the line. He's got a beat. Goes around. Makes a nice little touch, and he falls. And here goes the ball. Tanner receives it back. Makes a nice little pass over to Nifong. Makes an inside cut. And the ball is kicked wide. Tanner has it. Keeps it in. And there's the ball across the middle. Nifong has it. Drops it back to Tim Allmeyer. Allmeyer makes a nice little move. Goes around. And it's out of bounds. And it's going to be Winnemac throw.
And that's the one thing in soccer, the ball has to be completely
across the line.
Across the
Number
line.
18, Sammy DePuy throws it in. Yeah, it's in until it totally crosses the line. It's unlike basketball where you touch the line with your foot or anything else that's out of bounds. It does not matter in soccer.
And if the player is out,
they can come back in. If they're standing just off the side and then they come in and
they can still contact the ball even if it's in and they're out.
Their bodies, yep.
Okay. Well, I'm one of those that kind of needs a few of these rules to be straightened out too, so we'll go over that a little bit.
All right, we got a goal kick by Adrian Pizarra. And there goes Betts with the head ball, and it's out of bounds. Kopka with the throw-in, I think. Nope. Yeah, Saunders with number 6. Number 7 gets the ball. Zupin turns. Tanner takes it. Gives the knife on over to Stone. Stone looks, makes a nice through ball, and it's going to be cut off. Osborne makes it a run. Looks, nice drop. Johnson, 100 mile an hour, loses control. Osborne comes back and receives it. And a good sliding play out of Winamac. Keeps it in play. And deflection is going to be drag and throw in. And Osborne wasting no time, gets it over to Stone. Stone looks, gives a square ball to Betts. Wide over to Tanner. Good switch of the field. Touch forward by Tanner, and here comes a cross. And headed out. Great header from Winamac. Number 15, Mullins. And it's going to be a throw-in for the Dragons. Tanner has it, throws it in. Nifong's going to make the run, and it's going to a corner kick off the head of Winamac. All right, so here's Tanner gets it across. And the ball's tipped in, and the goalkeeper has it. Goalkeeper for Winamac is Garrett Mason, and he has a nice kick out. Allmeyer finishes from the air and puts it back up over to Betts. Betts to Tanner. Tanner gives a nice leading ball, and it's going to be hit too heavy and go out the end line. All right, number 11. Huszar going to have the goal kick. Winamac keeping tight and packed, and Dragons have at least 5 behind the ball. And from Trump, played over, it's intercepted. Stone recovers, puts it out to Osborne, going down the line. Nice little leading ball. Good run. And lets them play. They both go down, and Fisher says he pulled him down, so it's going to be a free kick for the Dragons in dangerous positioning. And Vanderweel is going to do a nice little chip here. Stone's covering the back. He could get free. And it's dead center, and it's a header. Nifong tipped, and what a save out of the keeper.
Now, on that play right there, is that a direct or an indirect kick?
That would have, well, I mean, the official would have to indicate it. It depends on what, officials will call that. That was a tripping, I guess, to say, and if it's an ING type of call, tripping, pushing, or so on and so forth, they usually call that a direct kick. But from that angle, that's nothing you would shoot at. That's why he just chipped it in the center and hoped to get a good play on it. Right. There's a nice ball out. Kaka's letting it go, and Timmy cuts it off. Saves it, kicks it back over. Olds has it and makes a nice little run out to the wide. Puts the ball too far out in front, and she steps up and knocks it out. Good play. Kopko is the one to step forward, and we have a bad throw.
Lifted his foot.
Which you rarely see, and Coach Vanderweel will not be happy with that. He's shaking his head over there, throwing his arms like, hey, you guys know better. Ball's headed up from Betts. And it's a little heavy, but the goalkeeper decides to charge late, and Vanderweel, and the goalkeeper with a great save. Vanderweel, he waited to come out, and then he made a tough, brave play to save it. Ball kicks out. Nifong, Vanderweel to Osborne. Ball's played in the middle, and Winamac gets it out, and here comes Stone with a nice little outstep. Looks, goes around, and he's going to pull it back in the middle, and he drops it right to Osborne, and he misses with the outstep, and he's wanting that one back. Allmeyer with the great hustle. And what a tackle out of Kopka, and Allmeyer just comes back with the speed, but what a play. Nice sliding tackle to gain possession.
I tell you, I'm very impressed with the girls playing out there for Winamac. They're keeping up. I haven't watched a lot of soccer where I've seen co-ed teams, and they're doing a very good job. Their speed, it's not noticeably different, and their aggressiveness is right there with them.
Yeah, well, they know that they have to play tough. They're going to be playing against typically faster and stronger players, but they're not scared, and that's always what you want to see. That's a good effort. And they're going to give the free kick to Winamac. Number 5 went down. Tyler Hintz. And here comes a good free kick. Number 7 is going to take it. Zupin. Might be some action for Fishburne. Oh, and it's a header, and the ball's loose. And it's cleared out. And here comes Stone. See if Stone attacks with some pace. And he's starting to gain a lead. And a nice little through ball over to Vanderweel on the outside. Vanderbilt with a heavy touch. He's got to get it back into 45, and he does not, and it goes out of bounds. It was a hard play. He was running down the line super fast, and try to hook it back like that's a difficult run.
Now explain what you said there. He's got to get back on the 45.
Well, the 45, if you're at the end line and you hit it flat straight across, the goalkeeper's going to get it. But if you hit it at an angle back towards the center of the field, or say the PK spot, it's at a 45-degree angle from where you are.
Okay.
And typically that's where like Vinny Stone and Owen Nifong were waiting. And that's why you say, play it back at a 45. And
but he just wasn't able to get it far enough away from the goal. He couldn't
hook his foot around it to get it back. It went over the goal, and or if it goes too straight, the goalkeeper catches it every time. All right. Ball is dropped, and Tanner looks, shoots, and it's saved. Tanner has it again. He's fighting for it, and it's cleared out. Looks at Stone. Stone's going to rip one, and he does, and it's off the target.
A little high and wide there by Vinny Stone on the goal kick.
And he goes by the official and says something. I'm sure he's saying, hey, you know, he hit me afterwards, but not too many officials would call that. You got the advantage. You taking the shot. I wouldn't call it back either. It's a good little play.
We're right at about 10.5 minutes to go in the opening quarter here from Argos with the Jamboree.
Oh, good low ball. Nifong to Stone. Stone's going to put it in, and what a shot.
And Vinny Stone's going to open up the scoring at 10:26. It's going to be Argos taking a 1-0 lead versus Winnemac.
Looked like Nifong had the assist in the goal for Stone.
Stone goal on a Nifong assist.
All right. And then, so here we go. Stone and at 10:26 off the assist from Nifong. Good little play. Good little give and go in the middle to split the team. And chip off the kickoff goes out of bounds. It's going to be drag and throw in.
Want to remind all of you guys, if you're listening, then you remember from basketball, you can tweet us, and we're on Twitter, and our Twitter handle, I guess, is @ArgosSports. So you can tweet us, and if we have something that looks like it's worthy to be read on the air, we'll give you a shout out @ArgosSports.
And that's a good little play. Winnemac moves, and Dragons get the ball back. And you can hear the fans from Winnemac cheering the girls on. They like to see them get in there and mix it up with the boys. You can tell it, and I think the girls like it too. A lot of tenacity out of the group. Stone has it, and there he goes. He's going through, chips it, pulls back, fakes, and he's got to move, and he kicks it over to Johnson. Johnson looks, goes, and it's loose. And here comes Zach Trump, steps up. Oh, Johnson makes a nice little play and kicks it down and back wide over to Timmy Allmeyer. And Betts has a miss hit, and it gets back to Winnemac. You like them when they drop and use the space, spread the field, and switch the sides. Nice step-up challenge from Johnson, and the ball goes all the way up to the front by Vanderweel. Tanner has it, chips it up to Nifong. Nifong's coming around, gets it, nice little control. And here's a chip in the middle, and Vanderweel's not there, and the keeper saves it. Mason with the save. Here's a big hit from Mason. Holds to Stone. Stone on up. Goes Betts. Betts is looking and has a chance, and it's blocked.
Looked like Betts was trying for a shot on goal that time.
He was going to shoot it, and they got in front of there. And here comes Johnson, steps forward. Tim Allmeyer gets it, uses his knee, knocks it up. And possession's quite not what Coach Rando is going to want, but this is first time with competition in actual quote-unquote season, so it's going to be some roads to get some bumps over and see how they do. Stone looks over, gives it over to Betts. Betts allows it to run, uses the momentum, fakes, kicks it right out to Johnson. Johnson steps forward. Vanderweel and misreads. Osborne was wanting a leading through ball, and Vanderbilt wasn't looking and hit it square, so it caused him to go back. Here's a sub. It looks like Chino's coming in. And out goes Travis Tanner. Stone has it.
So on the high school level, as far as subs go, is it
Multiple subs is
fairly common to sub?
Well, that's the first sub for the Dragons that we've seen so far in the game, right?
Yeah, first.
You know, Coach Vanderbilt seems it's early. Oh, nice shot from Stone just over the goal. It's early. It's a 20-minute game, 7 minutes left, so they're 13 minutes on. There's only been one sub, so yeah, I mean, they kind of hold off. A couple of factors when it comes to subs. You know, how many players you got on the bench? You know, how healthy was your starting lineup to begin with? What's the weather like? It is gorgeous and cool tonight compared to, you know, 89 degrees and 100% humidity earlier for the girls program. You know, it makes a difference on the number of subs you take. Good little give and go action. Stone back and forth to Osborne. Osborne scrapping for it, misses. Here comes Winamac. And now he drops it to Stone, and Stone puts it in a good block shot. Stone goes with the left, and it's wild and just about takes out cameraman. Oh, Thomas better wake up over there.
All right, we're getting 6:15 to go here in the first period. Argos with a 1-0 lead over Winamac. And we've got a sub coming in here for the Winamac Warriors.
And
I guess they did not do the sub. The sub's still there.
Looks like maybe number 15. It's hard to tell. 15 or 16.
Nice give and go there.
Maybe it's 12.
We might have to invest in a set of binoculars.
I guess.
It's a little hard to see the numbers from this side.
On the front, the numbers are typically smaller on the jerseys than the back numbers, so yeah, it's going to be difficult at times. Nice little possession out of Dragons.
I like the Argos boys numbers. They're nice and large on both sides.
Yeah. A little low on the jerseys on the back. I said a little bit low compared up between the shoulders, but you definitely can read the black numbers on that white jersey a lot easier. And there's going to be a corner kick. And it looks like Vanderbilt's going to take the corner. Stone will probably get to the far post like he typically likes to sneak in. He's way deep, and he's going to make a little run. Nice win like this. Just needs a chipper. And Stone's on. It's what a head ball. Defensive head out of Kopka.
That's a nice play there.
Oh, yeah. She's tough because Stone had a free run at the goal. Mason was out of position way near post as far as goalkeepers are concerned. And Kopka was going to, she saved the goal right there, I think. That was
Carmen
great.
Kopka, she's a senior for the Warriors.
She was very tough in the basketball program last year. Oh, and there's a goal out of Johnson, an assist from Chino. He made a quick blistering run on near post.
4:33 left to go in the first. That gives Argos the 2-0 lead.
All right. That was a quick run, and now we got let me see, number 12 for Winamac. Erica Guadalajara coming in, and out goes number 18, Sammy DePoy. Chino with the assist. Nice little speed run to near post, and here comes Timmy. He goes around, nice pass to Nifong, and he goes around, and he makes a good chip. Here comes Timmy. Timmy's all the way up. Timmy's looking, makes a ball to Stone. Stone makes it through 2, 3, 4, and finishes it. What a little play out of Stone. Timmy working hard up top, and there's Stone at 4:11.
4:11, so 22 seconds after the Johnson goal, Vinny Stone gets in on the scoring action. We have a 3-0 game with Argos taking control.
I'd probably consider that unassisted, considering he got the ball from Tim, but then he went about 4 touches deep to go through a few players. So good quality play.
You're telling me that Timmy Allmeyer is a sophomore, right?
Sophomore.
And he just started playing soccer last season?
He played one season of futsal at the Zone for me, and really hadn't played a whole lot previously when they were down in southern Indiana. and his dad come up and asked if he'd be available to play at the zone. And he did some stuff, and he worked really well. And they asked me about a couple schools in the area, and I said, well, if he wants to go to a quality school, quality program, he's got to come to Argos. And they made that great choice, and he's been here ever since. And he has blossomed as a player.
Well, I would say so. I'm very impressed, and for somebody that has limited playing up until the last couple of years, he is really impressive.
And he's got the speed and the natural speed, and offsides play here by Travis Tanner. Josh Overmeyer, the official AR on the far side, had his flag up.
Now, on that call, that's for those of us that don't know. Like
offsides is if you are past, what you have to have is at least 2 players between you and the goal. Typically, that's always going to be a goalkeeper and 1 defender. Not always, but typically. And at that time, when the ball was passed, Travis Tanner was advanced and only had 1 person between him and the goal, and that was a keeper, so he would be considered offsides. Stone with the run, gives it to Chino. Chino fakes it, makes a cut, and gets a shot off, and it's blocked. And here we are, 2:40 left in the game. Stone has it, fakes, gets the ball from Osborne. Stone makes past Chino. Chino back over to Stone. Stone had their wires crossed, and he zigged and passed to the zag, and now it's going to be a throw-in. Osborne looks, and it's a nice little step up, number 15. Mullins makes a nice play, kicks it out wide. Oh, good little heading ball up, and it's chipped down by Olds. Timmy hits it, give a go, and it's a and again by number 6, Haley Saunders, and she has just been outstanding for Winnemac Warriors.
I'm very impressed. Kopka and Sanders have done a very good job. They're definitely holding their own for the Warriors.
So, yeah, that's just outstanding. I mean, we're used to saying, the Lady Dragons or the Lady Pilgrims or so on. You can't say the Lady Warriors because there's no actual girls team. You just have to say the Warriors, and I tell you what, these girls are playing like Warriors today.
Handball on Nifong.
Yep, and here goes the Winnemac with the free kick. Nope, they're going to call a throw, and they say it was out of bounds first.
Oh, okay. Looked like it could have been a handball on Nifong.
And nice little move, and tipped out of bounds. Here's a throw in, a little bit squirrely, but Timmy saves it.
From the side like that, is that?
Well, it's typically supposed to be straight over your shoulders, but he's obviously left-handed, and he has a strong left-handed curl with the throw. You see that a lot of Dylan Ballinger. He really uses his left arm more than his right. So we won't see him tonight. I think he's might be either hurt or lacking of practice numbers, but he's not listed. He's in a blue T-shirt on the bench.
Yeah, so. Coach Vanderweel was up here in the booth before the game, and he said he didn't have enough practices.
Didn't have enough practices, okay. Yeah. And a free kick. Here comes from the left. Let's see if he goes far post to use that wind advantage. If he goes near, it's going to curl out of bounds. And he does. Fishburne's going to get his chance to get the ball, and he makes a nice run and catches it.
Did a nice job on that, using the wind.
Yeah,
nice
he did.
Curling around.
9, 8.
And we're down 7 seconds. And looks like the Dragons are going to coast out of this one with a 3-0 victory.
1.
All right, that's going to do it for our first period. The Argos Dragons defeat the Winnemac Warriors 3-0. Up next, we're going to have
LaVille versus Culver.
LaVille versus Culver. We got about a 5-minute break here. We're just going to let it go here for a few minutes, and we're going to come back in about 4.5 minutes here with the call from Eugene Snyder Field. Here tonight, we've got the second quarter upcoming. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Eugene Snyder Field here at Argos High School. Steve Stricker back with you, Andy Stone back with you.
Yep, here we go.
We got about 10 seconds. We had a little bit of a change in the schedule that we thought it was going to be LaVille and Culver. And we found out that it's going to be Winnemac and LaVille here for the second set. So,
well, so far, I liked what I saw in this first round, the Dragons versus Winnemac, the Warriors. Impressed with some of the possession and play out of the Dragons, moving the ball quickly. You can always say, hey, great stuff out of them and so on and so forth. I got to throw it out to Winnemac. There's 4 or 5 girls. Let me see here. We had Sammy DePoy and
well, while you're counting that, I want to throw out 2
Guadalajara, Pugh, Kopka, Carmen Kopka, Haley Saunders. And they were just absolutely amazing.
Kopka and Sanders.
The whole team is very good. I'm saying everybody on Winnemac did very well. They were all working hard. Mason did well. He had a couple nice saves. But the girls, you got freshmen to senior girls facing freshmen to senior, boys. And that's a huge difference in strength and speed level. So, for them to come out and fight, and there was some quality play, you got to give them props. And you know what? I'm all for it. We're going to call it as I see it. And I was very impressed with that level out of those girls, All
right, we're getting set here for the second quarter of action from the Argos Jamboree. The LaVille Lancers are going to kick off to Winnemac. Oh, they're not going to kick off to Winnemac.
They're kicking.
That's my American football there. So anyway,
so the ball's played back, and here comes the Lancers. And here we go.
The LaVille Lancers last season were 11-6-1.
And that program's gotten much better. So
LaVille's going to be the home team on the scoreboard, so they will be Argos.
And the guest will be Winnemac again. And I tell you, that program has come a long way in a short time. LaVille, like we said, has a huge season with 11-6-1. That's a pretty good deal for them. They keep getting better. There's a nice clearance from Winnemac, Sammy DePoy. Once again, the girls are doing it, working hard. I got my 2 roster, Steve. You can have that. All right. So we got Culver and LaVille next, or is it? Let me see here.
Well, I'm not sure
You're
now.
lost.
I'm
Where
not
were
sure.
you?
It was supposed to be LaVille and Winnemac.
So it'll be LaVille and Culver next, and then it'll be Argos and Culver at the end.
Sure.
That's it.
Okay.
That's what we're running with for now. It's subject to change. Subject to change, because that's just how it is.
I gave him a lineup, had that schedule on there.
All right, so.
Right. So quarter 3 is that?
All right, ball's played forward, and LaVille's offsides. Number 4, Anders, the junior. All right. Ball's played up. Nice little through ball, and it's saved out, kicked out in the middle. Number 25, Dalton Dove, has it. Kicks it up. Oh, and that's a good ball, but Mason for Winnemac's going to come out and get it.
Okay, Andy, I got the update here.
You have the update.
Okay,
Is this the official schedule?
This is the official. LaVille Winnemac right now. Third quarter would be LaVille Culver, and then Culver Argos.
See, that's what I almost said.
That's what you had.
That's
yeah.
what I got.
All right.
After we had our first initial correction. And looks like the Lady Dragons team has showed up in force now.
I apologize for the
boys.
mix-up, but that was what the coach, Todd Vanderweel, gave me. So,
as they say, oh, that's a good through ball. Mason should come out on that. Let's see what he's got. Here he goes. He drives in, and
a little bit
it's
of a
over.
Yep,
Number 4, Jake Anders, couldn't control it and ended up hitting it over the top of the goal.
I think he got big eyes right there, right before he was getting ready to make that kick, and misplayed it a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes the strikers get a little excited when they get the open like that, and it did go over the top. So. Nice little move, puts it up. Number 10, Jacob Williams passes the ball through. Drops it over. Williams
Nice.
gets it, and he misses, and a good defensive play, and they're going to call it, and it's going to be free kick for the Winamac Warriors.
So
Williams
tell me
is working
what
hard.
exactly he did right there.
Well, basically, when the ball was going forward, it was kind of a 50-50 ball, but when you jump in the air and you raise your foot way up, that's going to call that as a dangerous play. And basically, he didn't have control of his body, and pretty much knocked over the Winamac player, and the Winamac player gets a free kick.
Gotcha.
We
Maybe
have,
by the end of the season, I'll have
you'll
this thing
understand it
figured
now.
out.
Well, that's going to take longer than that. Sorry. We got Josh Overmeyer as the center official, Jerry Chisholm and Ashley Belden as the ARs for this game. I couldn't tell you how many years officiating experience Jerry Chisholm has. I remember him doing it when I was back in junior high.
That's a long time ago.
That was a few years ago. I think I remember a few of those games back. He was a younger man then. But, yeah, he's been in the game, and he's done a really good job over the years. And then, obviously, Joshua Overmeyer and Ashley Belden being brother and sisters in this sport forever. Oh, what a shot. It just curls wide. They've really, really enjoyed being officials, and they do a very good job. Josh actually officiates at college level and does some college games. There's sometimes parents will say he gets some get a little rough, but it's very hard at times to go from a college level game to officiating a U12 game and a day apart. But he does a quality job, and we always try to support our officials when we can. So.
Well, that's the thing. He doesn't just stick with the upper levels, because I've had my youngest daughter has had him ref U10 games.
Yeah, and that's one thing. There's a handball, and it's going to be Winamac's kick. And a smart, quick play, puts it out wide. And Dove receives it. Here comes Williams. Nice through ball, and it goes awry. And step up number 11. Adrian Huzar for Winamac gets it, puts it out wide. Hintz goes around him and got a nice run. Let's see if he gets the cross off. And he decides to check back, use his right foot, and now he's kind of cornered. He's debating, passes back. And a good tackle out of Williams, and here comes the counterattack from LaVille, and he puts it too far out in front. Good timing out of number 10 for Winamac, Sutton, to take that ball. All right, here's
I really like what I've seen out of Winamac. I'm not saying they're going to go out and win,
1,000 games, but they got the hustle and tenacity, and they are. I tell you what, I've seen them since the program started, and you can see a definite positive trend out of the Warriors. They are getting better consistently year by year.
I can almost guarantee they'll probably win more than they did last year.
Well, let me see.
One game?
One game, yeah. I could definitely foresee that. So, ball's in. And here's Kopka. Looks smartly, plays it up the center and gets it through. A nice little chip to the wide. Here he goes down the line, plays it up. And then a good little give and go. And it's broke up by LaVille. But he gets it back through and gives a nice leading ball. Whoa, number 2 for LaVille. Taryn Ruin. He's got some wheels and ran right past him and caught up with him.
That's the Winamac player looked like he was standing still.
That's going to be an asset for your defense when you got a guy with wheels like that. That helps.
Not a really big guy back there, but boy, is he fast.
Yeah, when they play it back and behind and through like that, it's nice to have somebody with those type of wheels. Going down the field, here's a throw in for LaVille. All right, ball's in. Gets in the middle. It's blocked. Shot. Kopka in there mixing it up. You see her knock her off the ball.
She is not afraid.
Yeah, she knocked him off the ball, got him unbalanced, and then now here comes the counterattack out of Winamac. Oh, that's a great leading ball. And keeper's playing out high, and that's a smart play out of the keeper to see the striker in the center for Winamac, and that was really, really good play. We don't have, let's see where the goalkeeper is. That's Riley Cox. I thought maybe it was Haley Cox's brother. He's very tall.
Yeah.
And he's a sophomore.
He's a good basketball player, too. He played a lot last year as a freshman on the varsity squad.
Yeah, we're trying to move this blind down just a touch so the sun gets out. Oh, and that's a nice little move around, and here he goes, and he fakes. You have to sit at an angle there. You got your hat on. Gets the ball's out of bounds, and it's going to be a goal kick off of LaVille.
All right, I'm not as short as you. You got to adjust this a little.
Pull one side or the other, huh? Oh, there we go. How's that? Does that work for you?
Still trying to get accustomed to the new digs up here. We're used to calling games sitting high atop Phil Waybright Gymnasium in the high school gym, and it's a little different view here from the soccer field.
Yeah, typically in the stands or on the sideline or sometimes down by the fence, making sure oh, what a through ball. Here goes Williams, and it's over.
Good defensive play there by number 13 from the Warriors.
Yeah, good hustle out of Gunter.
Gunter.
Yeah, sometimes down standing by the fence there, making sure the other players and student body are well behaved, which they typically are. So,
are you watching them, or are they making sure you're well behaved?
I try to be well behaved. Once in a while you get a little excited. It's a game without excitement. It's not much of a game. So nice little slipping header, turns, and he gets by him. And let's see, he's Rule's going to get him back, and number 7 for Winnemac drops it, and a good little through ball, and out comes Cox, and he makes the diving save for the Lancers. And Price was excited. Number 7, Zupin, thought he was going to get a chance to take a shot, and Cox beat him to the ball. I don't know about you, but with those type of wheels, you might want to have him up top instead of back on the defense, because he seems to run by everybody. Just makes a long ball hit there. And so we got 9 minutes left in the game. Still 0-0. Good hustle out of the Warriors. LaVille scrambling. Winnemax trying to get through it. Zupin trying to get the ball. Here comes Williams again for LaVille. Oh, and that's a nice little chip up above. And it's barely hit and going to go wide. And it's going to be a goal kick for Winnemac.
If that would have been just a little bit to the left, that was trouble for the goalie.
Yeah, because he was moving. Right. He was moving right. The ball was put back far post. That's why you do it. It gets him off balance. And lucky for him, it rolled out wide. Well, that Sama DePoy there, number 18, she was all over him, so she forced that shot. Didn't give him a great angle, and he had to do what he could. Ball's received out of LaVille. Gets it back from the goal kick. Drops it. Here he looks, going to take a shot. And he does, and it's blocked. Kopka has it. Looks, fakes. Nice little square pass.
Wow. Number 18, Sammy DePoy, for the Winnemac Warriors, is a freshman, and she is really doing a good job.
She's been working hard back there on the defensive part right now, and she did her job very well earlier. Tried to get the through ball. Here comes Winnemac with the counter. Puts it up. Lacona puts it through. Garrison should have come out. He's debating, and it's going to be a rip. That's going to be hard to stop. And Mason for Winnemac, the goalkeeper, should have come out.
Anders, number 4.
Had the nice power shot right to it.
With the goal at 7:39, puts LaVille up 1-0.
Anders with the goal. Yeah, that's one of those instances of, as a goalkeeper, you got to choose whether to come or go or stay, and he definitely could have come out. He would have had a really big presence, could have got to that ball. But if you sit back, you pretty much become a sitting duck. You're a small person with a large goal to cover, and Anders just pure powered that ball in. He did get his hand on it. You got to give him credit, but unfortunately, he did not charge when he needed to. Oh, there it is. Nice little steal out of her. Oh, the Maradona pulled the through ball up to the top. What a little move, number 7. Zupa pulls off of Maradona and puts the ball back right over. And Kopka makes the run up the line, and wow, talk about impressive little play there.
So that's a Maradona.
Yes.
I'm assuming that's somebody that was probably a good soccer player at one
Diego
point.
Maradona played for Argentina's national team and played for Barcelona and a bunch of others in the professional realm, but was known for the fancy spin move turn. And he's been known with making a few goals in the World Cup play over the years and some notorious plays in the World Cup. So, but yeah, that's called from Diego Maradona. Nice little move, and it's a good little skill to have because, as you can see, it really opens up the play. There goes DePoy looking, hustling out wide. Stops and contains. Forces the play. Kopka coming across. Here's a shot, and it's wide, and Mason knows it, lets it go out. So you got Saunders was doing well there. Here comes number 5, going to be subbed. Hintz for Winamac. He's coming out. And unfortunately, I did not get to see who came in. Oh, up top here, striker, number 1, and that is Elsie Price. And wow, nice little back heel. Price is going to charge for a long ball. Cox has come off his line and hit the ball out. And it's going to be a throw in for Winamac. Price, well, there's no problem distincting that she is a female player. Price has the ball in the middle. The only reason I say that because she probably has 3 feet of blonde hair. Kopka kicks it wide and it's cut off. LaVille's ruined with a full beard and running. Dove has it, goes wide. Looks like he's going to use his long leg and speed. He goes up, turns, going to take a shot, and what a save by Mason, and he dives back on the bounce. Great play out of the keeper.
That was a nice shot on goal. Great save by the goalie, and a bad throw in though, and it gets picked off, and he gets a shot.
And he saves it again.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah.
Don't
Dove had a run down and turned. Great shot, great save. Then he kind of gets the loose throw, gets recovered, shot again, and he saves again. Here comes nice little turn, Cruyff turn, and a pullback. Gets free, a chip. Is anybody in there? There's the header, and it's over the goal.
Great centering pass there, just a little bit high on the header.
Yeah, Brian Lacona from LaVille had a nice little Cruyff turn and a back heel, and then did a nice little cross, and unfortunately it was headed over the goal. But you like that when they take the initiative to try a few things. You know, that gives those kids some freedom and some confidence, and they did very well.
We are under 4 minutes to go here in the second period. LaVille with a 1-0 lead over Winamac.
And it's been a quality game all the way around so far. You got to give credit. You know, LaVille's got a touch of an advantage because they just, this is their first game. And it was Winamac's second game in a row. And unfortunately, he was a good through ball, and he was just a touch offside. Boy, he wishes he could have had that back. Mullins was caught just a bit offside. And if Price could have made that run, she would have been onside. But Mullins was the first one to actively go to it, so it had to be called offsides. Ball goes wide. Oh, what a tackle out of bounds. There she is again. You got to like it. Sammy DePoy just puts that ball out. Right defense. Nice little move. Here it goes. Ball's up. Kopka kicks it right up. Here comes Zupin. Number 7. Been kind of the star for Winamac. Oh, and unfortunately a good tackle out of LaVille. And the ball's back. Koopa comes across. And ball's dropped. And here comes Price applying the pressure. You like to see it. Let them make the mistake. And there it is. Here comes LaVille. Great hustle. And now it's turned over a goal or corner kick due to the fact of the hustle out of the Warriors. All right. All right, let's see if they can get an equalizer here. Winamac with the corner. It's played short. Zupin has it. He's going to try it. Fakes. Pulls back. And he's going to get the shot. And, oh, he's tackled, and they call it fair play. Here comes Kopka, and it's cleared out. Oh, Williams has the ball from LaVille, and here comes the counterattack.
LaVille has the...
Oh, what a tackle. Takes the ball away, and if Price could have got it, she probably would have been called offside because she was kind of camping, but...
I was just getting ready to say, yeah. LaVille has an advantage, and then Winamac took the ball and went the other way.
That's the whole thing with soccer. I mean, it's kind of like the old-fashioned fast break in basketball. The counterattack can happen quick. And out goes number 4, Kopka, Carmen Kopka, the senior. She's going out for the first time tonight, and boy, you got to give her credit. She really worked hard. All right, ball's up, and Dove with the steal in the mids again. He's been quality up there. Gives the through ball wide, and Sammy DePoy's out hustling and takes the ball wide again.
The freshman is really doing some good work on the back end there for Winamac.
Yeah. Have to bring her up to the program for travel. Absolutely outstanding. Here they come. Ball's pitched forward. He turns. Winamac still has possession, and it's taken away. Dove has it in the mids. Pushes it up through Williams, and here comes Winamac with another turn. Ball's loose. Number 4, Jake Anders has it. Goal scorer for the night out of LaVille. Gives a through ball, and it's going to be hit. And it's still in play. And now it's out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for LaVille. We got 13 seconds left in the game. Here's a throw-in. LaVille's up by 1. They're not going to be in a hurry.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And there it is. 1-0. LaVille comes out with the win, and you got to give both teams credit. Absolutely outstanding play.
Yeah, you really got to give it to Winamac, a team that come off of a 1-9 season last year. I think that they're, like I said previously, they're going to do a little better than 1 win this year. Really like a lot of the things, despite the fact that they lost both quarters. I really like a lot of the things that I saw out of the Winamac Warriors, and some tough play from the girls on the squad. Freshman Sammy DePoy really did well. Cameron Kopka, tough all night long. And
Saunders,
Haley Sanders.
Another freshman.
She's a freshman too.
Oh my
freshman,
goodness. Yeah, good play. Everybody did well. Zupin was really good. You got to give them credit. They played 2 in a row. Lakeville was fresh. If I can get a chance to, I'd like to talk to their coach because boy, has he done some good things so far with this group.
Okay, that's going to wrap it up here for the second quarter. Quarter number 3 is going to feature LaVille taking on Culver Community. The Cavaliers are coming off of a 9-8 season last year. So we're going to get our first look of the Culver Cavaliers here in just a moment. We're going to take a little bit of a break, and we'll come back here for the third quarter action with LaVille and Culver Community. All right, welcome back to Eugene Snyder Field. We're getting ready to go with quarter number 3. We're getting our first look here with the Culver Community Cavaliers versus the LaVille Lancers.
All right, LaVille coming back with their second straight game here, if you want to call them that, at 20-minute intervals. But we got Ashley Belden in the center now, and of course Jerry and Josh on the ARs. And now Culver's out, and we'll see what they can do. They're going to probably have some jitters, being their first real scrimmage for the season. Nice little possession play, and it's kicked in the middle. Dove kicks it up, and I shielded for the keeper to pick it up. And Culver outlets. Here he goes wide, kicks it up. Nice little move. Number 12, got some wheels on him. Sophomore ringer, one of the ringer boys. Hunter?
Is that Hunter?
You betcha, yep.
His mom was my daughter's orthodontist.
Okay, nice to know. His aunt was my classmate. His aunt was my classmate. Yeah, so, nice. And the ball's played through in the center. Culver drops it back, and it gets a little wild, and LaVille's going to take advantage of it. Nice outstep. Kicks it up. And you got Lacona back up top for the Lancers with number 18, Nicholas Gurnessy. Ball's played up, and LaVille's just going to relax and play some possession. Well, Dove comes and has to save it because it was a little errant on the pass. Number 10's back into the mix. Jacob Williams looks. He's trying to get to where he can get a spot. There's just too many Cavaliers in the way. And here comes the counterattack, number 7. Trenton Jones, and he ends up turning it over. Ball's played right back to him. Drops it back over. Fake on the outstep. Nice little movement. Kicks it, splits down the center. Nice transition. Nice ball wide, and he keeps up with it. Here he goes down the line. See if he can cross with his left. Fakes. And he gets a good cross, and it's out of bounds. Side net on the outside.
Really nice attempt right there by Culver, just a little bit wide.
Took the ball out wide, nothing wrong with that. Drew the defender, made him commit, and then he put the cross in just a little bit wild and got on the outside. Ball in the air, and he plays to it. And it's going to be a little ping pong back over to LaVille.
Don't forget, you can tweet us at Argos Sports on Twitter at Argos Sports, and we'll give you a shout out.
All right. Sounds like Joe Manikowski's sending me a message. He's doing me some favors for us. They're going to help us out.
Shot on goals blocked by
save.
Cox.
Yeah. And he's going to get the. He's going to go speak to his friend, the Winnemac coach, and see if he'll come up and chat with us for a minute. We'll try to talk to him in between games. Have a moment to speak with him. He can borrow a mic, and we'll go from there. And just have a little filler there for the in between the next game. And so, but I'd like to give him a chance to speak about the program.
Just getting underway here. We got 16:35 left to go in this third period with Culver and LaVille. No score on the board as of yet.
All right.
Culver kicks it over into the park.
That's sometimes they get a little bit wild when they clear them out. Ball's thrown in. LaVille's playing. Williams goes to center. Back over to Dove. Takes it back into pressure. Little ping pong. Williams enters. Here he goes. Dove's going, and he's down, and no call. Good play.
There's a whole pack of Culver defenders right there in the middle. Looks like if they could get maybe a player on the wide side there for LaVille, they might have a play on it.
Yeah, it's a little compact, but as they say, they're parking the bus in the center to prevent the play to get through, and it seems to be working so far. So, all right, looks like we do have the head coach for Winnemac Warriors has come up into the for us. Let's see here. Varsity coach Chad Burton. I'm assuming this is Chad. I have not yet met him, but we're going to get with him here in a minute. Here's a ball to the face for LaVille, and the player goes down. Here's a nice cross, the far post, settles. Culver looks, going to try to get the cross in, and he does, and it's saved by Cox, and the player's down.
The LaVille player is down.
And he is rolling down around, so Culver goes back together. They get in a circle with each other, and they're to sit and talk about it on the knees in a circle. So that's kind of a different thing. LaVille's coming to better talk.
Well, Andy, I tell you, while we're waiting on the LaVille player, I'm going to go ahead and give my headset here to the coach, and you can do a
little interview while we're doing the game here. Coach Chad Burton, correct?
Yes.
All right. So we're going to get a little background on the Winnemac Warriors program. What is this, your first, second year for the program?
This will be my third year with the program.
Your third year with the program, all right.
We're
a newer program to IHSAA, correct?
The program's been around. We're trying to rebuild it, though. not much of a youth program, so we're trying to build that back up in the community to enable the high school program to succeed.
Yes. Well, I got to tell you, I'm going to give it to you hands out, flat as I've seen. I've been a coach for a long time. I coach here and a few other places. I was thoroughly impressed with the amount of improvement that I've seen out of the program from even last year to this year, and I got to tell you, some of them girls are absolute quality.
Yeah, I've been really impressed this year. Two of the girls out there were freshmen.
Yeah,
I've been really pleased with how they've handled themselves out here with the boys. You know, when coming in, you wouldn't think they'd earn that time, but out in practice, they show that they deserve to be out there, and it's hard to get them off the field.
Yeah. Well, when you're speaking of freshmen, it'll be Haley Sanders and Sammy DePoy.
Yes.
And then obviously you have Carmen Kopka, which everybody knows the Kopka name's quality athlete. She's a quality basketball player as well. A couple others with Alyssa Price that came in.
Yep.
I made the comment that you could definitely tell she is a female player due to the 3-foot-long blonde locks.
Yeah.
But sometimes from this distance up here in the box, that was kind of nice. But
can't miss her when she's running around.
Yeah.
Tail bounces around. So.
But Erica Guadalajara?
Yes.
Is that pronounced correct? All right. So, but as a whole, the whole team really, I could see some serious improvement. I've been watching the program for a while, you know, I mean, for the last 3 or 4 years, and I got to give you credit. You're definitely leading the kids in the right direction. And you made the comment, and we've talked about it before with the program up here in Argos. It does all start in the youth, and when it's not quite as strongly supported in the community, it's hard to get a quality program established in high school, but you've done an amazing job with it. I was really impressed. LaVille's a good quality program. They come off a great season of 11-6-1, and you guys held them to a single goal. That's tremendous.
Yeah, I was definitely pleased with the effort. I think in the same period last year, I think it was 4-0.
Sure.
In that range. So we've definitely seen a lot of improvement. We had a lot of freshmen last year, so just their maturity physically, getting a little bigger, faster, and then just being around the game for an extra year, you can see their improvement as well. It's going to continue to provide benefits for us in the years to come with that class. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, the school systems and the whole span of sports in high school is changing so rapidly. They're offering some extra sports than they used to never offer, and they are starting to wean away from certain contact sports just due to injuries and insurance and everything else. I mean, high school football is not near as popular as it might have been in, say, 10, 12 years ago, just because of the concussions and injuries. And with this summer, especially with the heat, the way it's been, you know, I tell you what, there's not too many soccer players that are not complaining about wearing shoulder pads and helmets.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
You know, soccer's growing in America. It's been an upward trend for a long time. And I got to tell you, I was really impressed. I got to give you guys all the credit. You did an amazing job. You know, Argos has got a strong program. We're pretty much known for it.
Yeah.
But, you know, you guys held them to 3.
Yes.
That's a pretty good showing.
Yeah,
I mean, you guys,
the first 10 minutes we were hanging in there pretty well.
Yeah.
We kind of hit a little lull there where our communication wasn't how we'd like. We let a few things go, kind of right up the middle, where we just weren't quite marking up the way we should. But, you know, this opportunity for this Jamboree where you get a couple game action, live action, it's invaluable before you get the season started, and it's going to help us a lot going into next week.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're talking, you have 3 freshmen, so this is some serious jitters for them.
Right.
And 2 of them are girls, which is definitely can be intimidating. We made the comment that, you know, a freshman to senior girl physically is going to be totally different from a freshman to a physical boy. But when they're on the field, they're just a player. And as long as they have that mindset, and it surely looked like it, boy, I tell you, out there playing it, they did very well. And they were not the least bit intimidated. And you can only say, you have to obviously work different with your coaching techniques because you have both a mixture of boys and girls. And I got to give you credit for that aspect of it. I mean, I've coached both myself, and multiple coaches here in the programs have done that. But to do it both on the same team, that's a fine line. You got to make sure the boys are always behaving and the girls are always behaving.
I just had that talk earlier in the week. Make sure we were all on the same page. That, certain things aren't allowed on.
Yes,
definitely co-ed sport, and we've got
make sure we behave.
Yes.
Yep. So I gotta tell you, Winnemac has been known to be a quality school and a quality system, and I think soccer is going to be a huge feather in its cap in years to come, and I like what I see, and I just hope you guys want to wish you all the best of luck and keep the program going.
All right. Well, thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it. Have a good night.
That's Coach Chad Burton for the Winnemac Warriors. Absolutely did a phenomenal job tonight, and really helping the program grow, and we got to give that credit. When you're making the sport grow, everybody wins. So we got Steve Stricker coming back to the mic, and it's still 0-0 here with Culver versus LaVille. And here comes some subs from LaVille. We got a big shakeup coming in. We have the new goalkeeper from LaVille. Let's see here. I would say, since we only have two goalkeepers, Cox is out, and so Haygood is in. Tyler Haygood is in for the goalkeeper for LaVille, giving him some minutes, get rid of some of them preseason jitters. And Culver's got some hustle going on. Moves the ball up. Williams has been solid, and so has Dove for LaVille. Here's the ball that's loose. It's come back, and Haygood comes out, and his initial play is a hard charger. Picks up the ball and waits. Makes a nice punt across midfield, and good play out of the air from Culver, and Williams misses. The Culver player falls and still works at it, gets the ball touched. Here comes Williams, and a nice battle out of number 19. Sophomore Brandon England. Yeah, with a name like England, you might as well play soccer. Here comes a through ball. Oh, and it's a good play out of the goalie again, Haygood. He outlets wide quickly with the long throw. Williams with a nice long ball, and out comes the keeper from Culver.
It's R.T. Harris.
R.T. Harris, or is it R.T. Roberts?
Roberts, yes.
That's what I thought. R.T. Roberts.
Roberts.
R.T. Harris, what is that, clothing line? Clothing line, or is that lawyer?
No, R.T. I went to school with R.T. Harris. R.T. Roberts, which was in my daughter's class when we were at Culver. I should know.
But absolutely comes off the line, and if you're not used to soccer, that means the goalkeeper coming off from the line in front of the goal. They're charging out, making a good presence of getting the ball before a striker may have a chance to take a shot. So come off the line, received the ball, and made a nice outlet play. Culver's on the end, making a charge, and goes wide.
Well, I tell you, the field is just beautiful, and the sun setting across the field is beautiful, but it's getting to the point where it's right in our eyes, and it's getting hard to see the players.
You're going to probably see some of the issues with the camera, and we've been discussing about putting a platform on top of the referees building, and that's something that we have to get authorization from the school and athletic director and Brad Carter, the administrator for the grounds and janitorial stuff, so we can make sure that works, because it would be nice if the camera's not facing the sun but plays wide. Nice little pullback turn, gets the space, time, and stepped up by LaVille and kicks it out.
We are approaching 6 minutes to go here in this third period. It's still 0-0. Oh,
here comes a couple subs. Nil. Yes. We're not playing the Cubs. That's 0-0 here at Eugene Snyder Field. It's kind of ironic they call it Eugene Snyder Field, the perfect pitch, because pitch is the name of the field across the pond. Eugene Snyder pitch might have been a little better, but they always do call it fields when they call it to actual complex. So number 10, Williams gets the ball. Does a little turn back, falls, and loses it. Here comes Culver on the counter. Goes wide, and it's tipped out. Williams, good hustle to come back. Number 12 for Ringer. And the ball, here comes Hunter Ringer with the throw in. And taps it over. Ringer looks, crosses. Nice little slipping header. Here comes a wide, and cleared out by LaVille.
I was just looking at Culver's roster. They are a fairly young squad.
Yep. Well, they got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seniors, but they do have freshmen. You're looking at 2 freshmen, but they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sophomore heavy, so they're going to be improving. After those guys get a few years of playing experience under their belt, they're going to see some serious improvement. I know that Trenton Ringer he's got a natural athletic speed. His little brother's played for me at the zone and travel before, and he's a quality little athlete. Here comes Williams from LaVille. Gets a good through ball, and there's Jones to the cutoff from number 7, Trenton, and the ball's loose. Here comes Dove. Kicks it all the way up. Fakes. He's going to drop it. Faked it. Brought it wide, and LaVille sticks it out. Kicks it. Here comes the throwing for Culver. This has been a good quality match. You can see that they're both about level, sort of. It's not a lopsided game, and that's good. It's what you want to see, especially in a scrimmage jamboree like this where everybody's working hard. Blowouts really don't help either team. You want quality, close competition so everybody's getting the most out of the games. Williams, definitely a bigger kid for LaVille, knows how to use his body 100% correctly, and does not get moved off the ball very often. Ball's through, lead, and Dove gets through, and there's kicked out. And nice little header from Culver. He's going to take the shot. Oh, he passes, and there's a shot, and it's out. That might have been one of those opportunities where you put the 45. He had 2 runners in the center.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looked like he had a couple opportunities there to get in the middle.
That's what we talk about, that 45 drop towards the middle to help his teammates there. He can put it in. We are 3 minutes and 3 seconds from the end of the game, and still 0-0. Great little play. Number 6 from Howard kicks it wide. And kicks it up. And for those who want to get some extra soccer in, there's a huge game as far as the English Premier League. Next tomorrow is a season opener for Arsenal versus Liverpool, and that's going to be a quality game to watch. So if you want to watch some EPL, see how they do it across the pond with the professionals, it gives you a good grasp on some things that you definitely want to learn how to do, and then some things you don't want to do with the occasional flopping that goes on. Ball's long, goes wide, and a big hustle out of Culver, and he keeps it in. What a hustle play to chip it upfield and the counter on. Nice little play. Good tackle. And Williams comes up with the battle. Trenton Jones runs almost 3/4 of the way across the field to keep that ball in, and there's a nice shot. And the
nice
ball
job
goes
by
wide.
Ringer right there. They had a nice centering pass on the way, and Ringer was able to get up and get a header on it and knock it out.
Well, like we want to say, we want to thank everybody tuning in, everybody that's been here for us tonight. This is our first broadcast, and we're hoping it's going pretty well for the viewers with all the help, and we can't thank our sponsors and our RTC4 enough. This is just absolutely amazing what they're doing for the local schools. They help out, Tippy Valley, Rochester, Argos. It's just a great thing for them. We got a minute left in the game, and here comes Williams with the counterattack for LaVille. Let's see what he does. Here's a through ball. He's open. He's in. Looks. And, he's free. He's free. Oh, what a save out of the keeper. He's dead in front of the goal, and he hustles across and saves it. What a save.
Wow.
Oh, my.
Culver, I don't know how that ball did not go in the net for LaVille.
Oh, boy. That ball is just, all he had to do is touch it, and by the time he got his foot on it, the goalkeeper rushed back across the whole goal and saved it with less than 45 seconds left. What a play. And the counter's on. It's all the way at the other end. Let's see what Culver can do. Here's their chance. Same way. Let's see if they can shoot it. They do. And it's just over the goal. It's going to be a goal kick. I like the back and forth action. End to end on the field.
They had a nice job right there of getting guys in the middle, but I think they were just a little
too close. Yeah, when you're next to each other, it's hard to. And as it goes to anything in the game, communication.
So we're just about ready to wrap up here. 5 seconds left. In
Absolutely
this third period.
great stuff.
And that's going to do it for the third period. It's a 0-0 score. Culver-LaVille go to a draw.
Wow.
Up next, we're going to have Culver taking on the Argos Dragons. See if they can get warmed back up after having watched 2 quarters of action here. So we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back here for the final quarter of action from Eugene Snyder Field. It's going to be the host Argos Dragons taking on the Cavaliers from Culver High School. We'll be right back. All right, we're back here from Eugene Snyder Field. We're getting set to go with the fourth quarter of the Argos Jamboree. We've got the host Argos Dragons, and they're going to be taking on the Culver Cavaliers. Culver just finished up the third quarter versus LaVille with a 0-0 score.
I said 0-0 for you, and you go 0-0.
Well, you told me 0-0 is the proper terminology, so I'm trying to live in your world.
There you go.
All right, so reset the game here. We've got Argos won their first quarter versus Winnemac with a 3-0 score. And while we're at it, we want to thank all of our sponsors, RTC Fiber Communications. Want to thank RTC4, RTC4.com, Scott Sager and Abby Malco. You guys, just what you've been doing here is wonderful. Really enjoy it. Really, us from The Voice, really been having a good time doing this, and hope this relationship continues throughout the year and for a couple of years
to come. Yeah, I think it's going pretty good.
Really like it.
We'll find out with some subscribers and some viewers, and we'll see what they think. We want to shout out to everyone that's watching tonight. They're on RTC4 Cable Network, and everyone that's online. And as they said, they'll be able to watch the archive version tomorrow in the mid-morning. So.
And we will be back here on Tuesday night as the Dragons open up versus the Warsaw Tigers. We're going to be coming to you live at 7 o'clock with the much anticipated season opener for the Dragons. And as you mentioned in the previous spot, Andy, the Warsaw Tigers are probably going to be looking for some retribution.
Yeah, a little bit of blood there. They're a tough program, but the Argos Dragons come out last year and gave them a nice game and took the win. And so
I believe that was the first time in Coach Vanderweel's tenure here, wasn't it? He was able to beat Warsaw?
I think I think that's his first victory as a head coach, which, I mean, Warsaw's slightly bigger than Argos schools. So, sometimes that has to deal with it.
And class than our whole school system.
But, and they have players that go from travel within, let me see, Warsaw Wave travel program. They got Fort Wayne. They got probably 3 different sport club. Used to be a Citadel. They got, multiple groups that come in and play. So, they got a big program, a good school. For us to come down and we nice offsides out of Vanderweel. Offsides first game, offsides this game. He's going to have the lecture from Coach Vanderweel to tell him, hey, you better stay on side because you're not doing my team any good giving away free kicks. But like I was saying, it's a good play out of the Dragons to take Warsaw, and I expect some good things. As we talked about with Stone and them, he's one of the players on the field that most teams will be marking because of his speed and technical ability. So we'll see how that works for him. He might have a very frustrating season if they do too much of that. So here comes Osborne. The ball's been switched. He's going to cut into the goal. Looks, and he's knocked, and it's going to be a goal kick. Nice little play. So. All right, so here we go. We got, who's the keeper for them? R.T. Roberts kicks it out. Johnson Price pressure, steals it. Osborne gets it again. Here he goes, fast break. Here's over to Stone. Stone doesn't settle. He gets off his back of his foot, and it goes wide. Good low ball out of Osborne. And
I noticed Vanderweel that time being very, very
cautious. He was minding his run, making sure there's at least 2 players between him and the goal, and And here comes Tanner. Travis Tanner kicks it over. I wanted him to take it. They read the pass well, and here comes Culver. Timmy Allmeyer gets the stop, moves forward, battles through, and it's going to be the Dragons throw in. And I tell you, it's a gorgeous night here at Eugene Snyder Fields. The sun is down. There's just barely a glimpse of it behind the trees. The lights are on, and this place is just absolutely beautiful in the evening. Nice cool temps. Ball's moved over to Nifong. Runs up. Osborne looks. Osborne wants his right foot. Goes up. He's going to look and kicks across the middle. And there's Tanner. Travis Tanner, and he kicks it to the outside. All he has to do is put it in on frame. Good little work out of Osborne to really keep that up there and get that turned across the middle. Travis Tanner, got to give him credit. He was in the right spot, just unable to direct it in the goal. Betts runs through, gets the ball. Betts gets tripped afterwards, and looks like Stone's going to take the free kick. He looks, thought about the quick chip, and he's looking to Coach Vanderwell. He's thinking shoot it, but he's 35 yards out for sure. Chips it up, and nice little header out of... And there's Travis Tanner puts the ball. Oh, he almost gets it in on a secondary header. So that was a good little play. Culver heads it up, and then Travis Tanner runs through, tries to head it in, and just goes wide. So it sounds like our producing staff is taking it safe today, being our first one. All right, Osborne gets it, kicks it back over to Vanderwell, over to Stone. Travis Tanner. Nifong has it, playing in the mid this time. Look, here comes Betts. Wide up to Stone. Stone looks, goes through three, loses the ball. Here comes the play over to Betts again. Betts is taking a shot, and it's nice and low, and a good save out of R.T. Roberts. Here's a throw. And definitely a nice throw, almost to midfield, and Timmy Allmeyer watches it go out and throws it in. Quick throw.
You were talking about the beautiful view here, and
yeah,
so that kind of inspired me. I took a picture and put it out on Twitter. So,
photographer Stricker.
At Argos Sports, you can visit our Twitter page.
There you go. Nice little play out. Dragons have it again. Dragons definitely putting the pressure on this game so far. Stone has it, chips it up, and it's going to be a corner.
Nice job there by Roberts, able to get it up and above the bar.
Yep.
Stone had a nice run going. He wasn't going to be denied on that.
Well, I think so far that first game was just kind of a feeler test to get their wheels going, and so far this game, the Dragons have really come out to press. There's a corner. Vanderwell touches. Ball's loose.
Well, anytime you get Culver and Argos together, they're a long-standing rivalry, 10 miles apart. You know, they're going to go at it.
Yeah. It's kind of stems from basketball back in the day, and it's just grown into soccer over the years. And it's been a nice little rivalry. All the kids, both schools, very classy, and you like to see that they work hard against each other. So when it comes to basketball, it's been a little bit more even compared to the soccer records. And there's a goal off of Vanderweel, and kind of cleared out by Culver, and it goes off of Vanderweel. It's all about applying the pressure, and it goes off Vanderweel's leg and goes right in the goal. At 13:53 left in the game, Argos is up 1-0. All right, here's kickoff. And there it goes. They're trying to get their players to push up. And Dragons are pressing with pace, and a good through ball. Here comes Osborne. Tries to goal. And he misses. He just got off on his foot a little bit. Good little give and go after the high pressure from Osborne to Stone. Stone to Osborne with the through ball. And unfortunately, they weren't able to get a shot on goal. Oh, nice play wide from Roberts. Culver's got a lot of good ideas. They just got to get a little bit of speed of play and maybe some touches, a little bit square, a little bit better, and then they got the good ideas going with moving the ball wide. Johnson steps up and knocks the ball just a tad bit forward, but it's going to stay on the field. Nice little move and hustle out of Vanderbilt. Drops it back. Osborne's had plenty of time to do something a little different there. Tried to one touch with his right outstep. Old steps up with a quality little settle out of the air. Drop from Nifong. Osborne with a better save there. Good touch. I just mentioned the touches being very important. And you can see it. Here's a drop to Roberts. Roberts clears it out to the left. Betts steps up, puts it wide. And it's going to go a little too far for a throw in for the Culver Cavaliers, and we got a sub. So Steve's going to put on his list of things to do, binoculars being number one. So we can see. I don't know if it's just because the numbers are small or we're just getting old.
Well, the Culver numbers are not real standouty.
Yeah, they're not real huge or thick as far as the thickness.
Yeah, they're
and
kind of, it's black
small
jerseys, and the numbers are almost a gray.
Yeah, so the Dragons is definitely visible. Big white jerseys with nice, bold black numbers.
Nice move there by Allmeyer.
Yeah, it gives the ball to Travis Tanner. Travis Tanner drives in. 45 in the middle, and nobody's there, and it's kicked back, and it's missed by Nifong. So, well, these are, this is a type of game we were talking about where it might be a little bit more one-sided. And when your goalkeeper stands on the edge of the 18 looking bored and sad, the rest of the team's doing a good job. Fishburne's looking a little bit, what's next? So here comes Osborne with a good run, kicks it up, Vanderweel. Good defensive play. Ball's over to Stone in the middle. Stone looks, cuts, pulls. Nice ball to Nifong. Nifong drives. Oh, what a through ball. Kicks a square and
almost
missed.
Missed Vinny.
To tell you the truth, though, if Vinny would have got to it, I'm telling you right now, I'd say he would have been offsides. But it was a great connection play. And Vinny kind of just held up because I think he knew he was offside. But a great little through ball from Nifong to Osborne to initiate it. Oh, a little outstep from Stone, and there he goes. And there's a toe poke into the goal. An assist from Betts.
10:35. A Stone goal, assist Betts.
Yep, very nice little play. That's a presence of mind, knowing where you are on the field. Stone was offsides, and I think it was nice.
It's going to make it 2-0 with the Argos Dragons taking the advantage. 2-0.
2-0 with 10:35 left.
Figured out.
Well, it's never going to be the same as, say, professional because the clock goes up instead of down. In high school, it goes down. We're not going to get to the 90th minute with stoppage time anytime soon in the high school sports.
I did appreciate your explanation of stoppage time the other day. That was quite confusing to me.
Well, it's just one of those things. It's basically, a referee freelance right of giving overtime in a sense, just so you know. If there's an injury or lots of substitutions or delay of games, they can add a little bit of time to where it's not an unfair advantage for one team or the other. Stone has it. Gives a through ball to Vanderweel. Vanderweel's not going to get to it. A good defensive play out of number 20. Farnes out of Enrique Farnes, senior from Culver.
He's a exchange student staying with Siebers from Spain.
Siebers, and a long shot. Stone tries to curl it in. I have Gracie Sieber on my travel soccer team from Culver.
Yeah.
We have no problem with coaching other kids from other communities. It's all about the sport, and we've done that for a long time. We have a big supportive group out of Culver. So and there some of those are here today. Gracie, I saw her earlier, and you can see those players, and it definitely benefits the programs. Goal kick for Culver. A nice little shielding play.
Well, they've been getting exchange
students for a long time.
4 years, I think,
Yeah,
now in a row.
good.
And they always seem to find one that can play soccer. Whether it's a boy or a girl, they
Well.
seem to be able to find one out of a country. Of course, a lot of people, play soccer around the
World,
European
yes,
area.
yep. So, well, it just sometimes it just happens, and sometimes it doesn't. Triton last year had foreign exchange student Bruno, absolutely tremendous soccer player. Unfortunately, Triton doesn't even offer soccer. We had a Brazilian, and he never played soccer at all. And we were like, well, we could trade to where he'd be allowed to play some soccer, and we'd benefit. And then same with the other side because he played some basketball. But, they do try to suit him up when it comes to foreign exchange students with interest and likes with the schools to make it a good experience for everyone. And Argos has had some very, very quality foreign exchange students, not just in sports, but just all the way around. Capizzello, right, last year for the girls' basketball.
Yeah.
She didn't play a lot. She's never played basketball before, from Italy, correct? I think
Yes.
so, from Italy.
Yes.
She really enjoyed it as a new learning experience, but it was great because the girls really took her under wing and it just made it absolutely outstanding. We've had some great soccer players. Jordan Meyer back in '93,
Yeah.
tremendous player. Now he's out in
Jersey?
Jersey, Minnesota, or Massachusetts area, and he's the head of Dutch Total Soccer because he was from Holland, and he loves it. And we've had Joop, which so he was absolutely outstanding. So just tremendous. Just
Jordy
tremendous.
was actually here my senior year,
Yep.
and of course I was at Culver, but he 6'10",
6'10".
and tremendous soccer player. I did not play soccer, so I didn't play against him, but
Nope.
he was not so good on the basketball court,
Nope.
but he did play.
But when he wound up and struck the ball, you knew it. Stone's got it and puts it in again. What a slotted play from Stone. Another gorgeous shot. 6:28 left in the game.
6:28, that makes it 3-0 Argus
All right.
on the Stone unassisted goal.
So far tonight for the Dragons, we got between the two games, we have Stone with 4 goals. Johnson with 1, Betts with 1, assist. Naifong with Chino with assist. So it's been a pretty good game so far, unless my stats are off.
You had Vanderweel on
Vanderweel
that
with
first one.
on. Oh, and he goes
fourth.
down. Stone's down. And that's not what you want to see. A little bit of collision in the midfield. So here we are, 6:03, and they're calling for a sub for Stone. And looks like Stearns, and I'm not real sure who else is coming in. Number 2.
Well, that's a good
Let's see.
sign. He's
Yeah,
able to
he's
walk
up and
off
off.
on his own power, so
Joe Van Tobel.
I'm sure we've seen the last of Vinny for this evening.
Yeah, out comes Vanderweel, out comes Stone. We're up 3-0 with 6 minutes left. He's played the entire 2 quarters. There's no reason to keep him out there. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 people on the pitch. And somebody's off. Out goes Osborne. Let's see here.
All right, we're getting ready to get back at it. We got 6:02 left. We got a kick coming up.
Free kick, and it's off the back of the head, and it's going to roll in for a corner kick. Yes. So here we go. We got the corner kick. Left hand Tanner going in. Nice little curler. Oh, that's a beautiful ball in the middle. And there's a header from Vanderweel, and it's just over.
Shot on goal. It was high by Vanderweel. We're under 5.5 to go. We got a 3-0 Argus advantage.
And a nice little ball from R.T. Roberts. Here comes the Culver Cavaliers with the counter down the line. That's a beautiful through ball, and it's going to run out of bounds and Zach Trump is going to make the throw in. He's holding on. We got a sub, and Stone's back in. Stone's probably saying, hey, I'm playing. It's my senior year. You get the underclassmen out, and here comes Stone. Whatever. It's all good. Tim moves it up. Gives it over to Stone from a back heel from Tanner, and Stone's got it. And he's just going to outrun him. It's obvious.
Goodness.
And he gets blocked, pulls back, looks, drops in the middle. Gets the ball back, and he's got a curling shot. Oh, what a save by Roberts.
Great job by R.T. Roberts getting that ball just up above the bar. And you saw a little bit of a flash of Vinny Stone
you can
there.
see
Oh,
the
my
pace
goodness.
that he has when he gets a chance to go, and he does that with or without the ball. Absolutely speed. That's why Coach Moslem loved him on the basketball court, and he's got some wheels.
He doesn't take long to get going full speed.
That's the biggest thing. I know his dad, I'm his uncle. We were pretty fast, but it tended to take us a lot longer to get going, where Vinny was 2 steps, and that boy is on fire. So you got to see it right there, and a nice little play. No, Culver has not had a shot, and actually I think our goalkeeper, I don't think he's even touched the ball this game.
Well, he had one that was way over on the outside.
He ran out to the wide to get it, so
just to touch it, I think.
But you know what? It's always a good day when your goalkeeper is very bored. So
yeah, we're not here to entertain him. I mean,
yeah, he's there. He's part of the game, and if he has to stand and watch and observe, well, pick it up. So yeah, Tuesday is going to be a tremendous game against Warsaw. So this is nice. Coach Vanderweel's getting in some subs. Here comes Chino. We got Ian Kindig coming in. Alex Stearns, they call him Randy because that's his nickname, because there was 2 Alexes on the team when he started, so he's been Randy ever since. And basically his mom calls him Randy now. She don't even call me Alex anymore. It's just so she was talking about how they're calling Randy for a thing for FFA, and she was sitting there and wasn't paying attention, and then she realized, oh, that's my kid, because it's not really Randy, it was Alex. So it's rather entertaining. Chino has it, and it's a shot, and another save by Roberts.
Well, and we got to give Alex a big shout out too.
He's the head honcho when it comes to our TV program here with the students. He's been the head of that for the boys and girls basketball for years now, and he's really helping the program with the RTC4 group, and he's just been real good, smart young man. Not sure about the pink cleats, though. I don't know about that. What is that? Oh, I don't know. The boots are supposed to be black and white. That's just the way I kind of grew up. Nowadays, the wilder the boots, the better off they are, I guess. Or at least they can charge more money for them. So, but yeah, there was 2 colors, black or white, back when I played. So, we didn't have a lot of options when it come to that. So.
We're under 2 minutes to go here in the final quarter from the Argos Jamboree. Argos with a 3-0 advantage over Culver.
And ball was played out of bounds.
Sun has gone completely down behind the trees to the west of the park.
All right.
Lights are in full effect.
Nice. Want to thank all the JV and junior high players that's volunteered to be ball boys for the games. That's not the most exciting job by any means, but it's part of the program. Here comes Stone, and the player goes around, and it goes by. Nice little play out of Culver. Ball's played through. Hitting the long kick, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Dragons. Sub comes in, and looks like we have... I can't see the number. Number 15 for the Dragons. Number 15 is Gunnar Morgan. He's a senior. He'd come back. He hasn't been at Argos for all 4 years of high school. I know that, but he's out there. He's been working hard, so coach is giving him some time. We'll see what his rewards are for working hard in practice. Ball's wide.
And we're down to our last 5 seconds here.
5, 4, 3.
Here's a quick goal, corner kick. See if they get it in. They do, and it's cleared out by the Dragons, and that's it. 3-0. Dragons go 2-0 for the Jamboree, scoring a total of 6, allowing 0. So tonight's stats so far for the games, we'll have Steve. All right, so go through all 4 games.
In the first quarter of action, we had a Vinny Stone goal off of a Nifong assist at the 10:26 mark. Made it 1-0 versus Winnemac. At the 4:33 mark, Johnson from Rourke made it 2-0, and then 4:11, an unassisted goal by Stone, made it 3-0. Second quarter, at 7:39, Anders had a unassisted goal for LaVille, and they won that one 1-0. Then in our third quarter of action, LaVille and Culver were scoreless, 0-0. And then the fourth quarter of action, it was 13:53, Vanderweel off of a errant kick and was able to score. And 10:35, we had a Stone goal off of a Betts assist. And at 6:28, Vinny Stone finishes off the scoring with a unassisted goal to make it 3-0. So Stone with 1, 2, 3, 4 goals on the night of the 6 for the Dragons. We're going to wrap it up here from Eugene Snyder Field at Argos High School, and we will come to you on Tuesday night live at 7 p.m.
7 p.m. we're going to be covering the game.
We'll be here.
Argos versus Warsaw.
The first game, season opener for the Dragons. They're going to be taking on the Warsaw Tigers. We want to wish the Lady Dragons best of luck. They'll be on the road on Tuesday, taking on the Cougars over at Kankakee Valley High School. So they'll have a tough test on their hand opening their season up as well. So for everybody here at RTC4.com and RTC4 Television, Scott Sager and Abby Malco, Andy Stone, I'm Steve Stricker, and we wish you all a good night, and we'll see you here on Tuesday. Thank you.